Princess Leonor confirms, her marriage to Prince Christian is happening next week. They expected a long wait. They expected years of speculation, palace silence, and cautious denials. But today, everything changed. Because Princess Leonor of Spain has spoken, and her words stunned Europe. She confirmed it. Her marriage to Prince Christian of Denmark is happening. Not in months. Not in years. Next week. Yes, the future Queen of Spain, the young heir who has carried her nation's hopes, has declared that her royal love story will not wait any longer. Why now? Why so suddenly? And why does this wedding, set against centuries of tradition, carry consequences that stretch far beyond Spain and Denmark? This is not just a royal wedding. This is the rewriting of Europe's future. The announcement came quietly, but its impact was thunderous. During what many believed would be a routine engagement, Leonor stunned reporters with a smile that betrayed both nerves and joy. Yes, she said softly. The marriage is happening next week. The word spread across Madrid like wildfire. Newspapers scrambled. Social media exploded. And within hours, the world was awake to a truth few had dared to believe would come so soon. But what made Leonor confirm now? The palace had guarded her personal life with iron walls. Her appearances with Prince Christian had been rare, cautious, measured. Whispers of romance had circled for years, but the royal houses of Spain and Denmark remained silent. And then, this. A bold declaration, an undeniable truth: the heirs of two thrones were joining their lives together. The speed of it raised questions. Why rush? Why next week? Some suggest urgency, a desire to anchor their love before politics could intervene. Others whisper of family pressures, quiet negotiations behind palace doors, and even health concerns within the royal circle. But one truth remains undeniable: this union changes everything. For Spain, Leonor's marriage is not only personal, it is political. The monarchy, always under scrutiny, now finds itself at the center of global attention. Supporters cheer that her choice of Christian, Denmark's crown prince, strengthens ties between two monarchies. Critics warn that the suddenness raises doubts, stirring unease among those who guard tradition fiercely. And for Denmark, the reaction is no less intense. Christian, once seen as a reserved and hesitant prince, has suddenly stepped into the spotlight. His decision to stand beside Leonor is not just romance, it is responsibility. For he is not marrying simply a woman. He is marrying Spain's crown, its history, its people. But what does this mean for their families? Already, whispers of tension grow louder. Queen Letizia, ever protective of her daughter, is said to have mixed feelings. Pride in Leonor's strength, yes, but also fear. Fear that her daughter, still so young, might be walking into a life far heavier than she imagines. King Felipe, torn between father and sovereign, must balance his emotions with duty. Does he celebrate his daughter's happiness? Or does he worry what this sudden shift means for Spain's stability? And across the sea, Queen Margrethe and Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark weigh their own concerns. Christian is beloved at home, but stepping into such a high-profile marriage means their family too must brace for global scrutiny. Still, in the midst of this, one truth shines brighter than doubt. Leonor and Christian's love story is real. It is not staged. It is not forced. From their first meetings at royal gatherings to their quiet moments away from cameras, they have built something undeniable. And now, they are ready to bind it in vows. The announcement sparked immediate questions. Where will the wedding take place? Spain, with its majestic cathedrals. Denmark, with its royal palaces. Or a neutral ground, chosen to symbolize union rather than dominance. And what of the ceremony itself? Will it follow rigid royal tradition, echoing centuries of pomp? Or will Leonor and Christian defy expectations, carving their own path as a modern royal couple? These are questions still unanswered. But each one draws the world closer to the day. For the Spanish people, the wedding represents both joy and uncertainty. Joy that their princess has found love. Uncertainty about what it means for their nation's monarchy. Will Leonor, when she becomes queen, reign from Spain alone? Or will her heart bind her forever to Denmark as well? For the Danes, pride surges at the thought of Christian standing at Leonor's side. Yet questions remain. Will their future king balance his loyalty to Denmark with the immense weight of Spain's crown? Or will the strain test even the strongest bond of love? In every royal wedding, there is spectacle. But here, there is also strategy. This is more than vows. This is diplomacy. This is alliance. This is a moment that could shape the destiny of two nations. And yet, at its heart, it remains something deeply human. A young woman who has lived her life in the glare of cameras, and a young man who has carried the weight of his own lineage, choosing not only each other, but choosing to do so now. Quickly, boldly, without waiting for permission from the world. That is why Leonor's confirmation struck so powerfully. Because it revealed not just a plan, but a determination. She is not a girl waiting for destiny. She is a woman stepping into it. Next week, the world will watch. The streets will fill. The cathedrals will ring. And two nations, once separated by history, will unite in love and legacy. But even as we prepare for the celebration, the questions remain. Will this marriage strengthen both monarchies, or strain them? Will Leonor and Christian prove that young royals can carve their own path, or will tradition push back harder than love can withstand? The answers will not come until the vows are spoken, until the rings are exchanged, until the world sees them walk hand in hand as husband and wife. What is certain is this: when Princess Leonor stood before the world and confirmed her marriage was happening next week, she changed the course of royal history. She silenced speculation. She silenced doubt. And she gave us a glimpse of a future where crowns are not only inherited, but chosen with love. This is not just a wedding. This is a turning point. A story that will echo not only through Spain and Denmark, but through every corner of Europe where monarchies still breathe. And when the bells ring next week, it will not just be the sound of celebration. It will be the sound of history in motion. Because Princess Leonor has confirmed it. Her marriage to Prince Christian is happening. And the world will never be the same again.